Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Now, Dana, I know it's Pride Month, but I would like to say that I think you're one of the top 5 funniest carbon-based life forms.
I think so.
Forget women or lesbians.
I thank you for that.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yeah. Had a great, so the funniest thing, I know we're going to get to it. You didn't ask about this, but when the indictments dropped, it was funny because I was actually emceeing the Lambda Legal Liberty Awards in New York. We were honoring Billy Porter. Kate Clinton was accepting an award on behalf of her lifelong love, Urvashi Vayed.
I know them all. Fantastic women.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And so I did my set and I was like, come on for more indictments after a joke about Stormy Daniels. And then we broke for dinner and everyone's phones exploded. And I got back on stage and I was like, so what do you guys want to do now? Because we're very powerful. Like, maybe we'll make Marjorie Taylor Greene's back go out during CrossFit. Like, nothing bad. Just like, we have a lot of power in this room if we just made these indictments happen.
Yeah. What was your reaction? We were saying that we marinate in this stuff for a living, Dana. And I don't know if gobsmacked is the word, but when you read the indictment, it really is holy time, right? Mm-hmm.
It is. That's why, and when reading that, and if you've covered this, like I said, I apologize, but I know everyone's freaking out about Aileen Cannon. The thing is Aileen Cannon didn't have to read anything last time. She was just making a judgment based on information. When she reads the evidence, if she does not follow the rule of law, she can be held accountable for this as a judge. So even though it's in her courtroom, I'm not as worried as I was when she started, helping him last time in the case. She didn't read evidence last time. She has all of this, and it's damning. It is damning evidence in front of her.
Yeah. But I mean, there are significant legal things, though, Dana, that worry me in terms of the crime fraud exception, which to me, it's like, clearly had to be pierced because it was in commission of a crime. But, she could rule that, Evan Corcoran's notes are not admissible. I mean, there are abundance of, and you're right. I'm trying not to let anyone snatch my joy.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but I do
Glenn
think it's
Kirschner
funny
told us today he does not think she will sit for this whole trial. So we'll see. Yeah, we will see.
And I do think it's funny that one of the things that Trump did while he was in office was make the prison sentence for mishandling classified documents, I think, a 5-year minimum in the federal penitentiary. And you've got all these cases talking about all of these military people who just went to jail and other people who stole documents that just went to jail that are high profile people. I understand they weren't the ex-president, but
specifically made it a felony, 5 years in prison because of wanting to lock Hillary up. Okay. Yes. So yeah, I mean,
karma's fun. Karma's fun.
We have to hear again because I know you, like me, will die mad about what happened to Hillary in 2016.
Republicans claim that you did the same thing and got off scot-free. Why did your friend Jim Comey let you off so easy?
That's a really good question. I can't figure that one out. I do think it's odd, let's just say, to the point of being absurd, how that is their only response.
Yeah, it really is extraordinary. That I was saying yesterday, Dana, even stupid John Durham's report in the footnote had to say there was no evidence to charge Hillary Clinton with anything. They did try to lock her up. He did prosecute her. They just couldn't find any there. I mean, it's extraordinary that they keep coming up with, but Hillary did this.
Absolutely. And they got Hillary. But if you talk about Pence and even Biden, they both had classified documents.
They try to confuse people and how much they try to, raise extraneous issues.
I mean, that's what we're left with, Dana, no matter what happens to Trump and when. They just, fake news. No, don't trust anything that comes out of DOJ. Don't need to read it. I mean, it's just...
let's just be grateful none of his supporters are a judge in this case. It doesn't matter what they think or what they say. The bottom line is the rule of law. He could get prison time off this. It's very, very viable. If he's found guilty, he's going to prison.
Yeah. Clyde just yelled yes when you said prison.
That's right.
Trump. Yes.
Barking on the truth, Clyde.
You got it, dog. There are cracks forming, particularly in the Senate. John Thune.
The people who decide national elections are the middle of the electorate. It's the soccer moms, it's the suburban voters, it's younger voters, and I just think that we've got to have a candidate that can appeal to those. And I think that a lot of the drama and the chaos that seems to be happening on an ongoing basis makes it harder to win those types of voters.
What a profile in courage, right? It's only because Trump's a loser. And they know that he's been, helping them lose. It's not them saying this is wrong. He's a traitor. He belongs in prison.
Right.
None of them are saying that, right?
No, the coward is going through the Senate and on the Republican side, and the people that are still going to bat for this guy. I want to say it's unbelievable at this point, but it's not. They seem to be stuck in this really bad place where they put themselves a bootlicking this guy, and they can't stop doing it because it makes them look like a fool because he's been this person since the beginning. So all of a sudden, this is what broke you. It's just hard to believe.
Malcolm Nance said to us yesterday, these people are talking about the politics of this. He said serious people are talking about national security, the serious people in this country. I mean,
right.
I don't know if you meant to set Lindsey Graham up when you said bootlicker, but I mean, boots among other things. But yes, let's skip to 13, Miss Lindsey.
When you're done, I want to say.
Okay, all right.
If you believe Hillary Clinton should be prosecuted, you probably should believe that Trump should be prosecuted. If you believe she should get a pass, Trump should get a pass. No, I'm not in a cult. I have taken the president on when I think he's wrong. But what they're doing to President Trump is a game changer for the presidency. They've taken the law and turned it upside down on numerous occasions to get him. They've lied about information to a court. They've tried to basically create narratives that are not true. They're charging him with espionage. So this desire to get Donald Trump doesn't mean is going too far. You don't have to be in a cult to find this offensive.
Yes, your thoughts on Lindsey? Dana?
It was the drawings. I feel like a MAGA person was doing the artwork from the case because they made Donald Trump look very, very favorable in the drawings. But one of them, he looks a lot like Lindsey Graham, and someone tweeted, well, eventually you do start looking like your pet.
Yes, people do look like their pets.
Yeah, true.
All right, one more. Miss Lindsey from the fainting couch.
They're destroying the country in the name of trying to keep one man off the ballot. And that's why I'm so upset. Let the people decide whether Donald Trump should be president. Quit trying to destroy his life through a bunch of bogus legal cases in Manhattan, now in Miami, and eventually in Atlanta.
I love that he's
destroying his life.
All the cases are crap. The one in New York and now Miami, eventually in Atlanta, somewhere there's going to be another crap case. Thanks for just listing all the places he's under indictment or under investigation.
Yeah. That's been said forever. What does he have on Lindsey Graham? But I was saying, particularly Atlanta, because Lindsey Graham's involved.
Yes.
They're getting frantic about, the culmination here, which is the January 6th indictments, right? Yeah, no,
I know that Tish James was saying that some of the state's cases would have to be put on hold, but Fonnie Willis and that the other gentleman down there was like, absolutely not. We can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Thank you. Yeah, Glenn Kirschner said, Letitia James might have gotten over her skis a little bit. There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.